Good morning, Sam. How are you in Adelaide?
I'm good, Alfonso, and how are you going?
Very good. Today we've got Sam Roberts, who's been working with me for Adelaide Photography Tours for many years, and he's been put to the challenge to explain five of his favorite images. Sam is a very successful commercial photographer. He does a lot of wine shots, as you can see there, with a lovely still life, and he does a lot of work with the wine industry. We have some other images here. You can see a sample of his work. I'll be putting his web site details at the bottom. You can look at that later if you're interested. Also in the car industry, he's done some shots for them. And he has a big love for wine, the arts, and bicycles in particular. So you'll see some of those in his images he's about to explain. Take it away, Sam. Please explain your best five shots that you love and
All
why.
right. Images. This is an image which I captured whilst waiting for a train to take me to a plane so I could wait for the plane, taken from the platform of the town hall station in Sydney. You know, underground railways are not something that we have in South Australia, so that intrigued me straight away. But I like the grittiness, the texture, the sort of the ancient feel to it with the bricks. You know, this must be part of the older part of the underground rail network. But why I think this image works, I like the richness of the colours, the text, but I like the way that we've got so many visual cues drawing the viewer's eye through the scene. We've got the tracks, we've got the piping, we've got the wiring, and then in Photoshop I've just embellished the glow coming from around the corner, so we're drawn into the light. So I think it's got texture and it's got, you know, some really nice devices to sort of help us travel through the image. This next one, taken from the window of a commercial aeroplane over the Channel Country in southwestern Queensland. If I'm catching an aeroplane, I'll try and have a camera with me. This is before the days of mobile phones with cameras that gave us a good image. Didn't know what I was going to get, looked out the window, saw this amazing scene here. I love the graphic nature of it, the colour palette. I've got a huge interest in geography, and I'm always intrigued as to what that scene would look like from the ground level. Would you have an idea you're part of such a larger expansive pattern? And I could get lost studying the details, the little faint tracks. You know, there might be a homestead or two down there, but yeah, that image I think has really good geographic interest, as well as it shows a scene that not too many people would see. So that draws the viewer's eye to try and work out what it is. This next one here is taken from the Riverbank precinct in Adelaide, where we do our tours both daytime and night. The purpose of this photograph, which was taken at dawn, was to capture the artwork on the back of the Dunstan Playhouse, which is that building on the left of frame. Visiting artist Ash Keating was commissioned to paint the back of the Dunstan Playhouse. And a nice story that goes along with this is there were two young guys still out from the night before, and I could tell they've just gone for a swim in the Torrens Lake, which is something that locals definitely wouldn't do. And upon asking them, yes, they were from out of town. This one here, if I was to say this was taken from the Kimberley, you know, chances are you'd have every reason to believe me, but the fact that this is taken, you know, within 20 kilometres of the centre of the city of Adelaide, in a place called Morialta. This is the first falls in Morialta, a very special place for new Australians, but of a greater importance to the Kaurna people of the Adelaide. And my understanding is this was a place that, you know, year round was almost guaranteed to have a supply of water and shelter, a really magical place. And I've been told by an elder that there is a face that appears in the rocks somewhere within the greater Morialta area. Haven't seen it yet, but I've been told don't look for it. It will appear when you're ready for it. I look forward to that day. This last image here was a very exciting image. This is a controlled stunt by the Findon Skid Kids, which was captured when I was accompanying a documentary filmmaker. This image here, I think, has really strong power to it. And I think that the fact that you can see the rider riding through a wall of flaming cardboard, and we see sort of in the negative space the form of the bicycle and the rider, you know, we get a sense of danger, we get a sense of energy and excitement.
Beautiful images. And Sam is your man in Adelaide if you want to get a private lesson with him or join the normal group lessons day or night, usually on a Saturday. I'll leave all the links at the bottom of this video. Thanks for your time today, Sam. Much appreciated. Stay safe and hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Likewise.
Bye.
Thanks, Alfonso.